Hey there, Pisces. Welcome to your reading for the week of March 8th. This week, we are just going to jump right in here. I am going to use like the new spread for this reading as well. Let me know what you think about this new spread. We're going to take a look at your current general energies with this first row. In your second row, we're going to look at any blockages or blind spots that you're having at this time. In your third row, we're going to look at anything we're going to look at anything unexpected that could be coming in for you. In your last row, we're going to look at any advice that your guides have for you at this time. And this is going to be basically your next steps, the things that your guides think that you should be kind of doing at this time. Of course, you have free will, as I always say. But, again, that is just guidance. So I do want to stress that. But Pisces, make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time, Pisces. But let's see here, Pisces. And at the end, I will pull 3 yes or no question cards. I will give you time to pause the video and think about your questions before you pick your cards. But Pisces, let's see what is going on for you at this time. You have this open to discovery card here. I feel like you see things very clearly this week. It's kind of weird. In the area of your unexpected, you have this I have to jump forward. It's like you have this false person card here, and it's like this lady is covering her mouth, but this guy's wearing a mask. It's kind of weird because in a lot of ways, I feel like you knew someone was false, and it's just being proven to you in this last row. So in a lot of ways, I wouldn't worry too much about that because I feel like you always knew that something was false here. But you have this open discovery card. I feel like you need to be open to discovering new things at this time. It's like there's all this darkness and then there's like a lot of color and light through this keyhole. So I feel for some of you that this row is kind of like talking about curiosity as well. Let's see here. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of abundance coming in for you. You have this abundance card here as well. It is coming up in the area of blockages and a blind spot. We're going to clarify that, so don't worry too much about it. But, I do feel like you are kind of seeing a lot of abundance at this time. You have the Hierophant, the Strength card, and the Temperance card. 3 major arcana here for your general energy. Pretty powerful, I would say. So I feel like you're kind of in your power this week. The Hierophant has these keys. I would be careful of getting stuck learning as well. For some of you, it's like maybe you're learning and learning and learning and learning about something that you're trying to do at this time. But it's like, I feel like learning is great. Trust me, I'm like I'm the biggest, I always tell people learn as much as you possibly can. But we also need to take action, right? We also need to put what we have learned into action. So I feel that the key to your abundance this week is going to be taking action on something, making sure you actually put something into action. I always get this energy for you here, Pisces, that, I feel with the Strength card, you could really be stepping into this energy where you're really going to be surprising a lot of people with the things that you're able to accomplish. Again, you have a collection of energy that will be moving through your first house over like the next year, 2 years, somewhere around there. And, especially Jupiter. For some of you might already have Jupiter in your first house, like me, depending on when you were born, if you're a Pisces. So some of you might already have Jupiter in your first house. For others, again, my first house is split between Aquarius and Pisces. But so if you were born if you're an early Pisces, there's a good chance that your chart might look like that. Not true for all of you, but no matter what, for pretty much all of you, Jupiter will dip into Pisces this year, then it's going to retrograde back out. And then at the end of the year, Jupiter will be in your sign. So it doesn't surprise me that I get this energy of you're kind of like preparing to glow up here, Pisces. Hashtag glow up gate. Make sure to leave the hashtag down below if you know what I'm talking about. But I feel there's like this glow up energy happening here for you where you're going to be getting a lot of attention, you're going to be standing out, or you're going to be seen for something that you do. For a lot of you, I feel like you're taking one thing and you're turning it into another thing as well. But so like, what the hell am I talking about, right? Like for some of you, I feel like you're taking something that you do, like a job, and it's almost like you're smushing it together with another skill that you have, right? Or something. It's like for just to give you, not to talk about myself this whole time, Pisces. I'm a Pisces, right? But like me, I'm starting a new YouTube channel, and I'm taking something I already do, and I'm putting it together with something else. I get this like smushing together energy here with the Temperance card. So I feel for some of you, it's like you're mixing 2 ideas that you have together. It could be for business, but it could be for anything as well. It could be for health. You could be taking 2 ideas you have about health and putting them together. I get a very innovative energy, and this is definitely uncharted territory for you because you have this card here. It's kind of like something you've never done before is the key to your future success here, Pisces. Really nice energy. I like this quite a bit for you. I feel like there's a lot of abundance coming in for you. You have really good cards, regardless of what's going on here. But let's see. You have the Queen of Cups here. Some of you, this could be love coming in for you as well. Page of Swords. Didn't I say something about curiosity at the beginning of your reading? I feel like I definitely got that when I was talking about this card here, the Open to Discovery card. I feel like you need to be very curious at this time. Look into things that make you curious as well. And Ten of Pentacles, damn, Pisces, there is a lot of success coming in for you. Ten of Pentacles is everything you want in your life. So I feel there's a lot of abundance, a lot of success coming in for you. But I feel like you need to be curious about things here with this energy. I feel like you need to go towards this new life. Like, I do feel there's this element of needing to leave a comfort zone for you, Pisces, which I say to you all the time. Because in every single reading I do for you, it's kind of like saying you need to do something more than what you're doing right now, or different, or you need to go somewhere you've never gone before. That could be literal, like traveling. It could also be more figurative. It could be saying you need to try things you've never done before. But that's what I'd say there. I do get something about marriage here. Some of you could be waiting to get married, or you could be meeting someone here. It could be another water sign. Next, in your area of blockages and blind spots, you have the abundance card here. What is going on with this? Taking risks. I feel like needing to leave a comfort zone. Exactly what I said. Two of Swords right here is your answer. I feel that for some of you, it's like you could be getting into this area where you are becoming more abundant. Jupiter in your first house, Pisces. Again, Jupiter will dip into your first house. I don't care that it's going to be going back to your 12th house. It's going to dip into your first house. That's all you need to know. And then next year, it's going to be in your first house, right? What's the problem with this? Is a comfort zone. What happens is it's like you could start making more money, right? So then you're afraid to take a risk. Why? Because you had Uranus in your second house for like 8 years. So Uranus was in Aries a couple years ago, and that was your second house. For some of you, it could still be in your second house. It could just be dipping out, right? It could just be just leaving Taurus and going into your third house. And what I would say here is this could make you very nervous to take a risk involving things that you value. It doesn't even have to be money. It could be abundance, but it's like you could reach a certain level and then you just keep doing the same things because you don't want to do anything new. King of Pentacles right here. I always say King of Pentacles is my Blockbuster card, right? It's like Blockbuster had the opportunity to buy Netflix, but they chose not to. And where's Blockbuster? They don't even exist anymore, right? So I feel for some of you, this is saying don't stop innovating, don't stop taking risks, don't stop creating new things in your business or trying new things. Because sometimes, again, I feel like, especially because Pisces dealt with so much restriction, I feel like in the past, over the past like 10 years or so, it's like you could be, once you find something that works, you can get stuck in doing only what works. That's not a problem until it is, right? So it's like, because there will come a day where it's like you're doing YouTube videos, making money, doing your YouTube videos, and then because you didn't try something new, everybody else outpaces you. So I get that energy here, where it's like you need to make sure you're evolving, adapting, trying new things. You have the King of Wands, the Two of Swords, and the Queen of Cups here. I do feel for some of you like a very stubborn energy here. Some of you could feel stuck in a marriage, Two of Swords with this King of Wands here. You could feel like this very stubborn, stuck energy in love. So some of you could be feeling stuck in love, I feel. The Two of Swords is really saying you need to move on to something new, completely new, I would say here, Pisces. She has this new land behind her. She needs to try something that she has never done before. She needs to turn around and see these new lands. So she's staying stuck where she is, right? She's sitting on a hard bench. It represents her being stuck where she has always been. So I feel for some of you, this is saying, number one, you need to keep your eye on the prize here with the Queen of Cups. And I feel like you need to go for something you truly desire. She's like lusting after this cup, I feel. Like she's really looking at this cup. I feel like this is you. I feel like this is you. It's like you see something that you really want, but it's like you're not making the moves to get it, Pisces, with this energy. I feel like you're afraid. It's like you're afraid to take a risk. The King of Wands. The King of Wands, on the negative side of things, he is afraid to be burnt by fire. In the reverse, he has these salamanders all over his cloak. The salamanders in mythology represent being protected from fire. So I feel like for some of you, your blockage is taking a risk. It's like you could be afraid to take a risk or do something because of all the what ifs, typical Pisces, am I right? But I feel like some of you need to take a risk. I almost feel like that abundance is like a reward that could be coming in for you. Four of Pentacles, comfort zone, exactly what I've been saying. The Moon, fears, so needing to let go of your fears. The Moon is temporary and the sun. You need to head towards the sun. Like I said, but how funny is that I said the Queen of Cups is your reward, you know, and you have the sun, the best card in the freaking deck, showing up here. So the moon just says, and this whole entire time I was talking about innovation, the moon. The moon represents a period after a full moon. It represents innovation, trying new things, doing different things. If you do that, you will be more successful than ever. The moon does not say stop. I don't care what anybody says. I see readers, not that I'm calling anyone out here, but I see readers like they act like the moon says stop. The moon has a path all the way down, right? The moon is part of the fool's journey. The moon represents needing to go down the path and needing to pay attention, not get distracted. Not these two pillars represent things that could distract you from your path, but the moon comes up, moon goes down. The sun will come up here, Pisces, so stay on your current path, but also don't be afraid to take a risk. Next, in the area of the unexpected, you have this false person card here. You have this main female card as well. I feel like this could just be a main person. Again, general reading. I know these cards are meant to be gendered, but, you know, again, general reading, I'm dealing with like a bajillion of you, so this could be just the main person in the situation. I feel like someone here knew that someone was false the whole time, and maybe the other person is kind of like figuring this out. I feel like somebody underestimated you, Pisces, is really the energy that I'm getting here. But it's weird because this unexpected row is kind of like more unexpected energy that you could be experiencing, but I almost feel like this is someone else that's like that didn't realize that you were a lot smarter than they thought. So somebody underestimated you. I feel like that is the story of Pisces in general, but you have the Judgment card, King of Pentacles, and the Hangman here. I feel for some of you, you are waking up to a purpose, something that's going to kind of lead to a lot of stability, a lot of success with this King of Pentacles. The Hangman is you. I feel like you've been on pause for a while here, but you had to gain some answers. So I feel this Judgment card is some inner answers that you are receiving here, and I do feel this has to do with finances or work, and it's like you're increasing your value here. For others, I do feel this could be a person trying to come back with the Judgment card here. I don't think you're having it. We're just going to clarify it right now, because what I would say here is I feel like you're surprising this person, and maybe what's unexpected is maybe you didn't think this person would have the balls to do this. Hierophant here. This person could have been married. You have the Two Wands, need to take the lead here, and the Ten of Wands here as well. Yeah, I feel like you're letting go of burdens. It's almost like you're putting this down, putting these responsibilities down here. I feel like you're no longer giving to a person. Us Pisces, we'll give and give and give and give until our wheels come off, right, Pisces? I feel like you're shocking someone here by not continuing to give to their BS, right? And I feel like that's what you're doing here. And I do feel like that could be surprising. It doesn't have to be love, by the way. This could be anything in your life. This could be you know, a person in work or a person in business. It could be an authority figure, whatever. But I feel like you could be surprising someone because it's like you're no longer giving to the situation here. For others, I feel like you're waking up to something that keeps you stuck inside the box thinking. You're waking up to seeing what has been keeping you trapped. Maybe that's what's unexpected. I feel with this Two Wands, there could be like a great deal of progress that's coming in for you at this time. And I feel like that progress is kind of what is unexpected for you right now, Pisces. Pretty simple row, I would say. I would be careful of anybody false, but I feel like you see it. Like I said, I kind of notice that both people are covering their face there. So it's like I feel that in a lot of ways you see these fake people or person, whatever it is. And yeah, I would just keep your head on straight. Next actions from your guides, you have the Serendipity card. Love this card, extremely lucky. It's kind of like literally saying, this row here is your next steps from your guides. This is just saying your guides are lifting you up at this time. So I feel like your guides are guiding you here. The Serendipity card is like things falling into place, having like lucky little moments and things like that happening into your life. So I feel like you need to kind of go with that guidance. I also feel like you need to, you know, this card always reminds me of like Esther Hicks, needing to follow your joy, needing to do things that make you feel joy, that make you feel happy, where there's like less resistance. You know, she's all about removing resistance from life and kind of moving towards the path of least resistance. So I feel that's kind of what your guides want you to do at this time. You have the Lovers, the Three of Cups, and the Page of Swords here. Definitely some sort of celebration. I feel like you're at a crossroads. You're trying to make a decision. Where do I invest my energy with the Lovers card here? I feel like that's what you're asking. The Three of Cups is a card of celebrations, but I feel like you have kind of like two competing ideas here as well. Hierophant, King of Pentacles, and then King of Wands, which I feel like that King of Wands energy could be you, Pisces. It's like you have this traditional energy around you. This could be a person or someone who thinks very much inside the box. And then I feel like there's you, King of Wands. It's like you want to experience new things. I feel like you want to build things, be more spontaneous, have new experiences. And it's like you have like, I feel like you have competing stories in your head with the Three of Cups. I feel like your guides are saying, go with joy, go with bliss, go with happiness. Page of Swords, follow your curiosity. Like I said at the beginning of the reading, I feel like things are making you curious, or there is something that you are curious about, something you can't stop thinking about. You have this open to discover card. I feel like you need to be open to discovering like kind of unusual things at this time. You have the Judgment card. Very interesting. I feel like you're being called in a direction here, Pisces. Strength card, probably to do something that would be seen as a display of strength. Like I said earlier in your reading, over here, I feel for some of you, the universe, your guides are asking you to do something that's definitely going to pull you outside of a comfort zone, but your life will never be the same again, if I can't say that enough to you, Pisces. And I feel like out of all the signs, people keep saying, I get nonstop loser comments, right, from people who just, I don't know if they're trolls or what, but they say, you always say your life is never going to be the same again. I'm like, no, that's not what I said. I said, if you do this, if you take action, if you do something that makes you stand out, then your life will never be the same again. So it's like, yeah, you're going to have to take action. It's like, you can't just be sitting at home doing nothing, right? So to the people who always leave those comments, yes, if you're just sitting at home doing nothing, then nothing's going to happen. Of course, this isn't magic. These are pieces of paper with pictures on them, right? So I feel like you're going to have to take action with the Strength card. You're going to have to do something. It's going to be a display of strength, which is not just, starting a business or something like that. It's like the Strength card is really putting yourself out there, really taking a risk. And that's what you need to do to receive this abundance here, Pisces. And the King of Wands, boom. Like I said, I feel like you need to be curious about something that you are fearing could bring you too close to the sun, is what I feel. Sun, right here, King of Wands. It's like you could get burnt, right? This is something that could burn you. I do feel like you're taking some sort of risk here. This is like a calculated risk. This is not something that is that you haven't thought about, right? I always want to stress that because, again, I got a ton of comments from people. How dare you tell people to take a risk? How dare I, Pisces, tell people to improve their lives, right? So if you're one of those people, get lost. But if you want to improve your life, Pisces, I would say don't be afraid to fly too close to the sun. Could you get burned? Well, actually, probably not, because you are the King of Wands. You have these salamanders all over your cloak, and these salamanders represent being protected from fire. So I feel like you're really protected from risk at this time, Pisces. So don't be afraid to take a risk with this energy. But this is a really abundant, really good reading for you here. So let's see. We're going to do 3 yes or no questions, Pisces. We're going to do 1, 2, and 3. So feel free to pause the video if you need time. And we are going to do 1, 2, 3. So for number 1, I would say yes. Yeah, the Justice card just a yes. So I just feel a yes on this card. For card number 2, I would say yes. Passionate new beginning, really good. Especially if this is something that's inspiring for you, something that could lead to a lot of growth. For question number 2, I would say yes for sure. And for question number 3, I would say 3 yeses, Pisces. 10 of Cups, fortune after difficulty, total happiness, total success, happy home, happy family. Some of you could be looking to get married. It's like, I feel like this is what you're hoping for, 10 of Cups. For some of you, I'm getting a side message here. I have to do this because, again, I read intuitively. Here I am using the spread thing. The reason I don't really use a locked-in spread when I normally do readings is because I read intuitively. Whatever pops into my head, I say. So the locked-in spreads don't really usually work for me, although this is working real well for me. I like this a lot. But what I'm getting here is I feel like for some of you, it's like you're looking for this, 10 of Cups. You're looking for your happy home, happy family, or to be with a person. Justice to me is cause and effect. It literally says, go find a person where you put something in, they put something in, where there's the equal give and take. I feel like there was a lack of equal give and take in a past connection for you, Pisces. Right here, it's this false person. I feel like you were dealing with a person where it's like, but it's like you knew all along, Pisces. Here's what's lighting my fire right now is that I feel like you knew the whole time that this person was just breadcrumbing you. I feel like they needed you at certain times and they only contacted you when they needed you and like all this other stuff. So this is what is coming in for you. I feel like there's new love coming in for you. It's going to be a perfect match. It could be a fire sign. You have a lot of fire here. It could be a fire sign, Pisces. It could be any sign. This is a general reading, but fire definitely stands out to me here. So there you go, Pisces. I like it. So thank you for being here, Pisces. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you this week. Also, feel free to drop a like and subscribe down below. Really appreciate all the support. But thank you, Pisces, and definitely enjoy this week.